This is how easy it is to publish an ebook or any product, digital or physical product, with Mixit. You merely click the product wizard over here in the left-hand menu, and it's basically a three-screen process. The first screen is you add a new product, and we have a product name here, which you can prepare this information ahead of time and or type it in as you go. So this is an ebook, how to cash in on the new internet and flood your business with customers. You have a from name, which is the company that it's from, and in this case it's Kickstart Media. A customer service email address, so that if customers have issues or questions, they can contact you. You make the product active by choosing active versus paused from the drop-down menu. And this line is very important here because you have two options for delivering products. You can deliver it through a download link, which is the typical way to do it on a thank you page, or you can use, in our case, with Mixit, you can use iTunes to deliver it. The reason we use iTunes is because it is a very popular and secure and free application for delivering multimedia, video, audio, or PDFs. So you choose the iTunes category and you can provide an image, which would be a square image. Typically it's 100 by 100 pixels. And you provide the URL to that image, so it's an image that you have on a file server somewhere. You choose to list it in the public listing, the public directory, and get a lot more traffic to your ebook page this way. For search engine optimization reasons, you have a title bar line here, which actually will show the title of the page up here, and that's what the search engines look for most prominently when they're doing spidering, and use that in their algorithms very heavily weighted. So you can, as you can see here, I've used some keywords up front, master resale rights ebook, and then the name of the ebook there. There's a URL to the image, and in this case it's a header, which is going to appear at the top of my page, my sales page in Mixit. And then in this box here is a WYSIWYG editor. You can click this button here, source, and it'll go to the HTML, but if you don't know HTML or don't want to use HTML, you can certainly just format your text right here in this box. As you can see, I've already chosen this text here, and I've centered it, and I've made it large in terms of the size, and I've used this here to create a color of, I've chosen the red color out of the text color options. And as you can see, you can create tables in here, add other images by clicking this icon here. Here's the insert table icon. It works like a very robust WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get editor. So you can build your page in just moments. And then at the bottom here, you want to choose the Mixit.com category that you want it to appear in the Mixit directory and all the other web portals that we're linked with. And then click this box that says share this, so that others can share your product page throughout the directory, and continue on to the next step. The second screen we have to complete is a new episode, and because it uses podcast technology, it thinks that we have to create an episode, because podcasts, you create episode after episode after episode over time. So this is how we're going to deliver the actual product. We're going to use the descriptive text here, and that's what will appear in iTunes. The title, again, for the product, how to cash in on the new internet ebook, plus the master resale rights is what we're selling here. And then we've got a brief description, and most importantly, the URL to the actual PDF file on a file server that we have here. And as you can see, that's located right there in that field. Now, if we wanted to add other elements, let's say, for example, if we had an audio file or a video file or an additional ebook to go along with the initial ebook that we were selling, we would click this button to add another episode or another element to this product. Otherwise, we would just click continue to the next step. The last screen in the process is the list that we add. This is the subscriber list, or the list of buyers that we will build over time as the ebook sells. So we have a name for the list, and it's stored here in Mixit as traffic ebook. We have a customer service URL, which is where we'll display this so the customers can get back to the site, as it says here, if they have a problem with their order or subscription. And we choose from this drop-down the product or podcast or membership that this list is associated with, which is right there. And we can also integrate with an autoresponder email service. In this case, we're using Aweber. And just as a side note, Mixiv is seamlessly integrated with Aweber. So anytime if you're using the Cadillac of autoresponder email services, Aweber, you can seamlessly integrate Mixiv with that. And this is our autoresponder email address here, so that when somebody buys our product, they automatically get subscribed to our list in Aweber, and we can generate an autoresponder sequence there or broadcast emails through Aweber. We also have the ability to put in other alert emails here if we want to, and we have the option of saying this is a free product, a one-time payment, or even a subscription. In this case, we've chosen one-time payment for $6.95 via PayPal, and our PayPal email address where we're going to collect our money. And then we get to choose the buttons that we want to use for the iTunes subscription. If they choose to download it through iTunes, they would click this button here. Here's the Buy Now button, and you've got quite a gallery to choose from for different buttons here, as you can see. Alrighty, we'll take this one down here, use that. And then we can create a dynamic thank you page, which means that we can manage the number of clicks that we allow the buyer to click on that link and download that file, so that it regulates how many times they do get that. In case they misplace it or whatever, they can get it more than once, but not too many times. And we can also expire that page after, or expire the link after 48 hours, for example, or a week's worth of time, depending upon how you want to set it up. You can set it up to 0 for unlimited. In other words, it never expires. And then we create a thank you page here. Same way we did before. It's a WYSIWYG editor. This time we have to put our header image in the page itself. And then, of course, the text. And again, I've formatted this text here. And here's just an example. What we would say here now is to download your file directly here. And we would create the link here for the file if they wanted to download it directly. So I would click this here, and it's going to bring up a little dialog box where I will insert the URL to that file on the file server. Hang on just a moment here while it comes up. There it is. And I'll just pop that in there, say OK, and now that link is live. Or you can download it through iTunes by clicking the button below, and then of course that button will appear on the final page when they come back from paying in PayPal. Alrighty, the other option you have here is to send an email receipt from Mixiv once your buyer buys your product. So I've created one here, and basically what it says is, if you did not come back to the thank you page after you completed your purchase in PayPal, here's the URL to do that, and the system will, as you can see with these possible variables here, will automatically populate that if you put this variable in there, the thank you page URL. And now that we're done, we can click on to the next step, which basically is just a summary of everything we've done already, and it shows us what our podcast URL is, and our product, it tells us that our product building process, publishing process is complete. And that's all there is to it.